Wacha kudanganya Orezo. Mwambieni ground inasemaje.
Wananiambia 2 term.
Did you listen to the hot breakfast this morning? Here's what you missed.
On this wicked Wednesday morning on the hottest breakfast show south of Sahara.
North of the Limpopo.
Hashtag
Chef Ndigunza
on hot. I'll see you.
Wote wa Orokise Sako wako tuned in kuruka mtu wangu wa power. Wanasema zinazidi kuwa nice kuruka na Edu wa Ozo. Na wanasema thank you for playing darling.
Nice.
You design.
Antonella
Taglione all the way from Roma.
ako ndani kama thong.
Jeffrey.
Ni asubuhi sana.
Sana.
Oh, pole.
And then all the way from Tokyo.
Oh.
Kuna jamaa, mrembo anaitwa
Yoko Seki.
How's John Oshiangurugu amesema handicap
number 8. He's a single digit handicap.
Your design mtu wangu wa power.
Wow.
Marching towards the pro.
And he's coming back to Kenya in a few weeks, huh?
In a few weeks? Good stuff.
Sure.
Your design.
Was he? So, being Wednesday, we want to get a taste of the pulse of the nation.
The pulse
of the nation. Also,
who is joining us this morning?
Right here in the studio, folks, live is Honorable Eric Wamumbi. Wamumbi. MP Mathira.
Who's Mombi?
Mombi is my mom. Thank you very much, Jeff and Gunzari.
Yes.
Nashukuru sana.
Bless up.
Sana. Mombi is my mom. Oh, that's why the Wamumbi name.
What was it before?
Sorry?
What was the other name?
Eric.
I know, and the other name?
Mwangi.
Okay.
Mwangi was yours, or Mwangi was your dad or your uncle?
Mwangi is my middle name.
You mean?
Middle name.
Is that your grandfather?
Yes.
Yeah. Mother Baduko?
Yeah, mother is
nice.
Yeah, bado ako.
Solid.
Yeah, solid.
Atakujua ana raise kijana atakuwa mwanasiasa. What did mom want you to become when you grew up?
My mom wanted me, first of all, I wanted to become a pastor.
Come on.
Kanisa litajengwa na kina nani. Iyo.
Where's Pastor Ganga?
My mom wanted me to go to university and become an engineer. And of course I went to university, Kenyatta University, and did actuarial science. But I didn't become an engineer, I became a politician.
How was the transition? I mean, ulijuaje at least? Yes, is your thing.
Yeah.
I think it just came. I vied for MCA in 2017 and I won, and the rest is history.
Na hii mambo ya Wamunyoro, and you are just Mathira is literally
Wamunyoro is a village in Mathira, a very good village with very good people. So, and I usually go there. It's a very good village.
Yeah.
In my constituency, I engage with the people of Wamunyoro. They are good people. We work together.
Ground
It's a
good
village.
Yeah, it's a good village
in Nyeri County.
Yes.
In Mathira.
But what are the undertones politically speaking? Undertones inasemaje uko kwenyu?
First of all, let me begin with a statement that was said by George Saitoti.
There comes a time.
When the country is bigger than an individual. And I think that's where we need to start as a country and reflect. Yeah. Because the utterances tunapata kwa viongozi and also voters might take us to very bad moments that we have experienced in this country. And we need to be careful as leaders and also as voters not to take this country back to where we have come from. So,
and especially when you remember 2007, 2008. Watu wamesahau.
We should never forget.
Just because of individual interest
and greed.
So we ban an entire country because ati kuna mtu alichujwa ama kuna mtu anataka mwingine asiwe kwa siasa. That is very wrong.
We can do politics. Unaweza fanya politics ya amani. Tafuta kura yako without inciting anyone. And that's what I do. I go to Mathira every day, and from here I'm going straight to Mathira to engage my people peacefully, not necessarily to incite people to fight anyone or to insult anyone, because that is not necessary. What is necessary is what we are going to do. Is how many kilometers of roads we are going to do, how many water projects we are going to do, how many people we are going to connect to electricity, how many students we are going to educate, and so forth and so forth. That's what matters for now. And listening to my people of Mathira constituency, I think that's where they are. What am I going to do as the MP for 5 years?
You've been reading the tea bags, they say. You've been reading the word on the ground. Na watu wanateseka. Watu wanateseka
sana na mama politicians wamesahau role yao ya ku represent the people. Saizi mko busy
making money.
Mko biashara.
Challenges zitakuwa hapo na zimekuwa normal challenges that people faces. But tunajaribu, we are trying our best to make sure that we transform. If you look at the economy, Jeff, where we found it, a packet of unga was around 247. Today it's around 140. The fertilizer, because we decided instead of subsidizing consumption, we subsidize production. That's why the KK government found it fit to subsidize the fertilizer from 7,500 to 2,500 today. If you look at the coffee prices this year, coffee farmers are smiling all the way to the banks.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It's been a good year.
Yeah, it's been a good year. The best factory comes from Mathira at 150 per kilo.
Wow.
Yeah, and we are targeting 200. So those are some of the things we are finding pride in as a KK government, and so forth and so forth. So at least we have moved people from point A to point B.
Wewe ukioka ground Mathira, wase wanasema mwache kudanganya Orezo, mwambieni ground inasemaje.
In fact wanasema ni one term.
Unajua mtu ameenda kuota term ni mtu wa kuambia watu wengine one term.
Achana na
hapana, mimi siongei mtu. Unajua ground Wanjiko sio mtu mmoja. Mume confuse ati Wanjiko ni mtu mmoja. I am in Mathira, I engage people. Watu no, listen. Wananiambia two term. Listen, go to my follow my meetings. I engage between 4 and 5,000 people in Mathira. Wananiambia two term. So kwani mnataka tu kusikia wale wengine?
Lakini Mhesh, na huko deep in Central, wameguza mlima.
Why utakuaje kwa regime usikie mtu amesema tu one time? It means people are unhappy.
Correct.
You know the best
like
thing,
sincerely speaking, tuache ku sugarcoat na ku bury our heads
in the sand like ostriches.
Unaget ile tu kweli. Are people pleased or are people not pleased?
Even Jesus did not please people. Tumeshukisha bei ya fertilizer. Tumeshukisha. No, listen to me. Si ni yule mtu tulichuja kazi alileta mavi. Fertilizer. Na tukamtoa kazi. So if you ask me, with my people wa Mathira wanasema Wamumbi anatujengea barabara. Wamumbi anasomesha watoto vilivyo. Watoto wa Wamumbi anatuwekea stima. Wamumbi anajenga mashule. Pale chini wanamalizia two term. Sasa kwa nini mnasikiza tu wale? And you know the best thing with our country, we have democracy.
Correct.
Kama Jeff anasema two term, Igunzarea aseme one term, that's democracy.
Correct.
Kwa debe. And let me tell you, facts are facts.
And facts are stubborn.
Rais alienda pale Isiolo, akasema Modogashe, Kutur, barabara itoke Kutur, iende Modogashe, iende wapi, 750 kilometers of tarmac. Akasema uongo today as we speak. That road is going on. So as we speak, that road is going on. So let's deal with facts. Deputy President Kithure Kindiki was there to inspect the progress. It's going on. Mulisema hizi affordable housing ni uongo. Akasema ni uongo wale watu. A week ago, the president was there to hand over.
Mama Mumoja.
No, Igunzare, you know.
Can I read what we headline on our Citizen digital platform? Like people say, wanashangaa out of their 1,080 units, only one family occupied a unit.
Na wale walikuwa kusema ati tumepata bed sitter.
What you need to do is to go there, just take a drive there and visit those families. A family of 5, which was living in a shanty, a single roomed house, paying 3,000 per month. Now they are living comfortably in a 1-bedroom house, paying the same amount of money. Nyumba mzuri, maji, stima, gas. Unaona ile gas ya kufungulia, ile unaweka token.
Correct.
Ile unalipa token uzari, unatumia yenye unataka. Unataka kutumia ya 100, unajua hii kadogo economy. Unalipa, unaenda kibarua, kesho unakuja unalipa ingine. A very dignified way of living.
Hakuna flying toilets.
Hakuna flying toilet. Choo iko. Na sasa the best thing is that wamejengewa academy yao hapo nje. Watoto wanaenda academy hapo nje, wamejengewa supermarket yao hapo nje. You see, a dignified life.
Kwanza he's building a very big mansion near our place.
Sasa mmeanza uchokozi. Mmeanza uchokozi sasa.
Unajenga mansion.
Mmeanza uchokozi.
Na watoto waendi shule. Unajenga mansion na hakuna makaratasi ya mitihani. Mnajenga mashule na watoto.
No, we have allocated 5.9 billion. That was a confusion. That money was put under one vote together with capitation. And media picked it wrongly. It was under one vote. Now we have separated the votes. There is 5.9 billion for examination fee, and now the other money for capitation. So the money is there. What's the mambo ya mansion? Kwani mtoto wa single mother akijenga nyumba ya 2 bedrooms mnaleta fujo?
Say 2 ni kama 20 bedrooms. Ni kama 20.
Hiyo ni 20.
Ningekuwa wa Munyoro sai. But because I am selfless and I want to work for my people, that's why I'm working with the president.
By the way, you know him well, don't you?
Yeah, he has been my buddy. We have worked together for a long time. We only differed politically, and it's allowed. It's allowed to differ politically, even with your brother, with your sister, with your mother, with your father. That's allowed. On issues, we differed, and that's allowed. I'm still his MP.
Yes.
If he needs me as his MP, if he calls me as his MP, I will just go and listen to him.
So do you think the Mount Kenya region is gonna back President Ruto for a second term, given the kind of
climate
that is being experienced in that part of the country?
In Mount Kenya, there are so many people who are backing President William Ruto, I included. And those many are going to back him in 2027.
Msikia? Ni yeye pekee.
So many people, I included. Yes. Sasa Mathira peke yake mtadeliver votes za kupitisha president.
Let's talk on 13th of August 2027.
After voting and counting.
What? No, elections are on 10th.
Yes.
Let's speak on 13th.
Unajua majenzi watakuwa wakienda live. Mkivote wanapiga picha.
Na upload. Tunataka wapige. We compare numbers. No. Elections zinaisha kwa polling stations.
Yes. Correct.
The polling stations results are final. Let's compare numbers on 13th. For now, let's build roads, let's do electricity, let's connect people, let's do schools. That's our work.
But they always talk about last mile.
Connectivity.
Oh, sio. And you can see the electricity kwa pale.
And then mnajisifu kama serikali kutupatia what we call merit goods. Barabara na stima. If you don't do, who will? That's your responsibility.
Ask the people of Mathira to write to you the roads I'm doing. I'm busy doing roads in Mathira. I'm busy doing schools in Mathira. Because that's what I was elected to do.
Hakuna complaints?
No, hakuna complaints. No, I am, it's a progressive. Yeah. It's progressive. Yeah. Nimefanya hii, nimefanya hii, siwezi maliza na mwaka moja. So naendelea. But people can see progress.
Ulianza kama MCA. Saizi we ni MP. Labda kuna aspirations za kupanda. But umegundua nini kuhusu siasa za Kenya?
Usieke siasa kwa roho. Weka kwa lungs, ukipumua inatoka. Ukiweka kwa roho utamia.
Mandago.
Mwenye alikula pesa ya wanafunzi
wa Finland.
Siasa and I've been telling people, especially voters, msikosane sababu ya wanasiasa. Don't fight because of us. Kesho tutakuwa pamoja, tutarudiana, na tukirudiana tutawaambia. Watu wana take politics like it's a matter of life and death. No. Voters should never fight because of politicians. Our politicians bado watarudiana. Na mtabaki katikati.
On an annual basis, members of parliament in Kenya want to controlling give or take 100 million Kenya shillings through the CDF, right?
Even more.
How much is it, give or take?
Like in Mathira, doing 187
million per year.
Yeah.
So this money, a Constituency Development Fund, slightly break it down for us. Inafaa kufanya nini na nini?
The functions, actually, the most effective fund in this country and the best example of devolution is NGCDF. And that's why you are seeing governors, sababu, wanaona the projects we are doing are most visible. That's why wanaona hii pesa, sisi tunaonekana kama tutafanya kazi.
Yeah.
The recurrent expenditure on NGCDF is only 5%. 5% only. 95% goes to development. So you do schools, you do chief offices, sub-chief offices, you do police stations, you give bursary. We used to do sports previously, but that money has been removed because it is a devolved function. So we are not doing sports. There is no allocation for sports. We are now doing ICT centers. And we also do, you can do Huduma centers and so forth and so forth.
Yeah.
So the projects done under NGCDF, actually, if you drive to any county government, in any county, just take a drive to any county, the most well-done schools you'll see are done under NGCDF.
Don't you think hii ganji mnaweza mkaichukua hii yenye nenda kwa bursaries, can't you just take this money mweke in one pool and then watoto wasome bure as opposed to nyi kugawa bursaries? Yet tunaambiwa education is free in Kenya. Yenye allocation inaenda kwa bursaries. Hakuna nyima MP wote amwezi mkachukua tu mweke kwa one pool and then watoto wa Kenya wasome bila bugdha badala ya kuja kupanga laini na kuabudu kama miungu.
We don't know.
They are demigods nowadays because they issue those bursaries. Don't you think mnaweza mkaika kwa one pool and then ikwe kila mtoto amekuwa allocated for, especially those from underprivileged backgrounds, instead of you guys holding these funds and then tunakuja kupanga laini na kuomba na take that advantage ku solicit for votes.
As far as there is going to be effective usage of those resources, I don't mind, because the bottom line ni watoto wasome na hiyo pesa tumike vile inafaa. I don't mind, but we are not worshipped to give bursaries. If you come to Mathira, and I would want you to ask them to write to you, in Mathira we don't we give everyone. For example, the day school students, they don't even come to queue. They don't ask for bursaries. We pay as NGCDF. We pay for them. They don't ask. We pay for them because that's our responsibility. We only need to know how many students are in Mathira under day schools, and we pay for all of them, regardless of whether you voted this way or whether you voted that way. We pay for all of them. Then for other institutions like boarding schools, we ask them to come. All those who come to us bursaries, they benefit.
Uniform wanapata pia?
Uniform ya shule? Hapana.
Wanajilipia?
Yeah.
Na sasa, with all this money, if you don't utilize this money in a year, inaenda back to treasury ama how does that work?
No, you see now we are almost at the end of the financial
year,
and we have not received there. Yeah, we have not received the entire money for now, this current financial year. So we continue to receive, like now.
Umesambwa ngapi? Mathira umepigwa ngapi out of the 180 something?
We have, you can imagine, we have received only like 40 million.
Out of 180?
Yeah, but this week we are receiving around 83 million. So that's the money we are going to use to pay for boarding schools and do the projects that we have a number of projects that we have not done.
Na hiyo imebaki 40 plus 80 is 120,
60.
Yeah, we give bursaries for boarding schools, we give bursaries for universities and colleges, and then we have a list of many projects that we are intending to do, the ones that were supposed to be done in this financial year.
Amazing. Andy Gunzere, a very good morning. Tell Eric Mwangi, Wamumbi,
yes, Wamumbi,
that there was one John Joseph Kamodo,
JJ,
and the Central Kenya Initiative, a group that kept telling Moi everything was fine in regards to elections. They were swept by a wave. Let him not ignore the one term. Ama utamu wa term moja will be a memory.
I usually speak to the head of state, and I tell him the truth that here we are supposed to do this because of 1, 2, 3. Here we are supposed to do this because of 1, 2, 3. Yeah, ground inasema namna hii tunafaa tutengeneza hii barabara Tunafaa tuweke hawa maji, tuweke hawa stima. Because now Jeff tell me, if we do what the people asked us to do, if we deliver on our mandate, I don't think my people of Mathira are going to have a problem with giving us a two-term. Yeah, tukitengeneza ile mambo wanatuambia tutengeneze, watu wamelevuka siku hizi jamii. Si wale walikuwa naambiwa ati tuchague mtu sababu wameenda wa Munyoro ama sababu wako na William Ruto. No, the people of today are asking, what have you done for us? And this is also a wake-up call to our voters also, those who are writing to you. Elect leaders based on what they have done for you. Not because they wamemea ndevu kama Iguzari. Itungati.
Sasa ask Mwesh.
What are they demanding the same thing as Gen Zs everywhere else?
Many times meet with Gen Zs of Mathira in my office, in my meetings, and I think the best thing is to empower them. Yeah, those who have finished schools, empower them with courses. Those who are looking for jobs, try to at least connect them, trying to encourage them that huwezi toka hapa ufike Z one day. Unajua the problem is that tunataka tutajirike haraka.
Inaitwa microwave
generation.
Just try to tell them that slowly we'll get there.
Patience.
Yeah, patience based.
Sindio. Amazing. But if we don't address the issues and emergencies want to raise, what future are we looking at?
Of course, they are raising genuine concerns. The best thing is to listen to them and also give them an opportunity to speak. And then we try to jaribu to solve the issues they are raising. Babu, if we don't listen to them, then we are going to have a repeat of 25th of June last year. So the best thing is listen to them, give them an opportunity. They have ideas. They have very good ideas. Some of them, they have very good ideas. And then try to guide them. That this is the best route to follow.
Well, you're a young, upcoming politician. Question is, when people look at this country, whether it's from the inside or the outside, it's like we are having elections every week.
Yeah.
We're in campaign mode.
Very unfortunate.
We are not serving, we are campaigning.
Which is extremely unfortunate because we have a contract of 5 years to work for the people of Kenya. Why do we engage in early politics? Why? I mean, the people want roots. Even if we engage in early politics and then wasipate barabara, it will be in vain. I think as leaders, and that's why I started by saying there comes a time when this country is bigger than any individual, including William Ruto, including the former deputy president, including anyone. We are supposed to focus on delivery. Because as you say, what we're going to challenges. But look at social health care today. Is it working?
Sure.
Yeah, it's working. I think those are the issues we should concentrate on delivering to the Kenyans. So that ukienda pale hosi uko na bili ya 1 million, sha inakulipia 800, unabaki ukitafuta 200. That's what we are witnessing today. I wish every leader concentrated on their field to deliver to the people of Kenya. Because the people of Kenya, elections zitakuja 2027. What are we supposed to do now? You're supposed to deliver. Because watu walituchagua.
Mtajujwa msipodeliver.
Lakini mimi sitachujwa. That's why natia bidii.
Kwa nini nyinyi youth mnakuwa swayed so easily? Tukiwachagua tunafikiria nyinyi vijana mtatusaidia kule bungeni nini na nini, lakini unapata kwanza wao ulivote kwa finance bill.
Yeah, I didn't.
Wao ulivote ukapitisha.
Yes.
Unaona?
No. Makosa kapi?
Makosa ni gani?
Makosa ilikuwa majenzi walikuwa wanataka hiki tu isipite.
Kwa nini? Why?
Walikuchagua
give me a reason why.
Walikuwa wanasema kulikuwa na mambo mengi including maushuru ambazo zilikuwa zinakandamiza Wakenya. Wakasema rekebisheni. Wakasema angalia, president amesema tutulie tuongee. Aya, msirudishe wazee ambao wamekuwa kiserve kwa government na wajadeliver. That's exactly what your boss did. Ngoja. Most of the grievances that the Gen Zs
were not addressed.
Yeah, yet tulichagua vijana kama nyinyi na wengine wengi ambao wako bungeni kusaidia vijana kuinuka. Maana sisi viongozi wa kesho bwana. Si viongozi wa sasa hivi na wewe ni mmoja wa viongozi wa sasa hivi.
Kama singekuwa na msimamo, singekuwa na fanya kazi na William Ruto. Ningekuwa nimebadilishwa, pelekwa kando, lakini mimi niko na msimamo. na nilisimama na msimamo huo ili niweze kufanyia watu wangu wa Mathira kazi. That's why I decided to stand firm and work for my people, because in 2027 wataniuliza barabara iko wapi? Maji hukutuwekea, stima haukutuwekea. Niwaambie nilienda wa Monyoro, waniambie basi wewe ni mjinga. Ungeenda kwa serikali utafute pesa ukuje utujengee barabara. Mimi niko na msimamo. Jeff, wakati wa BBI nilikuwa MCA pale Nyeri, ward inaitwa Konyo. Tukaletewa BBI.
Yeah.
Mimi niliangusha. Wengine wote wakapitisha. Mimi peke yangu ndio niliangusha ukiwa na MCA anaitwa Kiroga Wachinga. Niliangusha kwa sababu niko na msimamo. And I have been consistent. Once I focus on something, I don't sway. I focus and I start firm.
But Muhesh, when critics of the KK government say that Parliament is under sieke, and also it's a rubber stamp, sio kila kitu nakuja ni mohori, nitigwa ni mohori.
Your design.
We question everything. We are actually, we you know, these are propaganda. You know, once you focus on inciting Kenyans that kila kitu na no, we question. We have returned so many bills to executive to amend to align with the wishes of Kenyans.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't rubber stamp everything. Tunarudisha. Itengenezeni hapa kama ni budget hapana. Sasa unaona kama hii ya education, we had to sit down and separate the vote. Hii ni ya capitation, hii ni ya exam fees.
Yeah.
Wasema utapata nini za mtihani?
Pesa za mtihani.
Yeah.
Utapata?
Yeah, but the money is there now, 5.9 billion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think hizi mitihani tatu watoto wa Kenya wanafunzi watakalia? From where you sit and you knowing the going zones, unafikiria pesa itatolewa venye unasema 5 billion itatolewa, watoto watakalia mitihani?
Yeah, of course.
Wasipo, should we quote you?
Yeah, the money is there. The money for this year, you know, it's in the this financial year's budget. Now the budget, the estimates we are working on are for the next financial year. Which CS Badi quoted, there was a mix-up, and we had to sit down. The committee on education had to sit down and separate the votes. So the money for exam fees is there.
Na wakati ambapo headlines inasema that kuna pesa ya mitihani inakosekana, yet Badi na Rebecca wanangangania 4.5 billion to renovate Bomas of Kenya. What's your take on
what
that?
happened? Kulikuwa na cartel fulani walikuwa wameka shule fake. Mtu anajiekea shule inaitwa Jeff Koinange secondary school. Sasa hizo ndio zilikuwa zinatolewa. Unajua cartels ni kama hawa wa SHA. Wakati cartels walikuwa wanatolewa pale NHIF, lazima wapigane. So mpaka pia hapa kwa exam fees, like kuna cartels, you know, they mobilize the inside people. Pesa exams imetolewa, kumbe ni ile shule fake ghost inatolewa. You get it?
But our priorities
are messed
are
up.
upside down, right?
Why?
For instance, kama madaktari wanagoma, wanafunzi hawajapata pesa yao ya university, alafu tunaenda kuchukua bilioni 4.5 ku renovate Bomas of Kenya, for instance. Just a question.
Na hakuna dawa
kwa hospitali, na hakuna vaccines.
I have seen Marsabit County and Kiambu County doctors are on strike, and we are calling on those county governors to have a sit down with the doctors and agree on back to work formula. Because anyway, I saw a very disturbing video, I think in Kiambu, of a baby who had died. It's a very unfortunate story. And now it's up to the governors to sit down and discuss the return to work formula with the doctors of those counties.
But do you think as a nation our priorities are upside down?
You know, these challenges will always be there, Igunzari. These challenges will always be there. So the best thing is to come up with a solution.
Mahesh, would you one day want to be governor of Nyeri County?
Only God knows.
Unasikia vile anaswala. Okay, ashafikiria hii mambo.
Sala.
Ashafikiria.
Sala.
Yeah? Let's leave that to God.
Your design. Wamumbi umetumwa na serikali.
No. You know, I'm telling you fact. You see these Gen Zs who finish from 4s and they don't get good grades to go to public universities, or their parents are not capable to take them to universities or colleges. I take them to polytechnics and TVETs and pay for their technical courses. I empower them with courses so that unajua kijana akipata course yake ataenda kuhaso. That's one of the way I have empowered thousands and thousands of Gen Zs in Mathira. Thousands and thousands.
Do you document this?
Oh,
tukikuja
yes.
Mathira saizi twende Jeff tuoneshe vijana ambao umepeleka tertiary institutions.
And we do graduations for them. We have taken 1,000 and this year we are taking 2,000 into tertiary institutions for courses.
Is it polytechnics sort of a
tertiary institutions, the polytechnics and the technical schools. So these are documented.
Oh, documented.
Can give us a history.
Those documents are in our office in Mathira.
When do we come?
Come tomorrow.
Eish.
I'm tomorrow.
Tujione.
Yeah, I'm Jione.
Tujiangalie.
Na maswala for instance ya utumizi wa dawa za kulevya pamoja na ubugiaji wa pombe kupita kiasi. Hata si haramu, hata pombe yenye imehalalishwa. Unajua walami wanahalalisha yao na zetu za utamaduni wanasema ni haramu. Hizo ni pombe zetu za utamaduni. Lakini how's the situation in Mathira?
I think ni janga tunafaa sisi wote tupigane, especially utumizi wa madawa ya kulevya, sababu mamwenyenye ndio wanatajirika wakati wanauzia watoto wetu these mihadarati and so forth and so forth. It's something that we all need to put effort and fight against, because pata kijana ametoka shule jingiza kwa pombe na madawa, maisha yake inaharibika. All of us including religious leaders, we only blame the government. But there are so many people who are supposed to take part. Religious leaders, village leaders, even media. Media is supposed to, even educate. Let's all of us, let's take part in educating the young people not to get used to pombe, mihadarati, madawa ya kulevya, and so forth and so forth.
Lakini central, umachapa my youths.
How many issues alive?
That too, of course, stress, nini, na hata...
Lakini Jeff, wacha nikuulize, unajua, tunasikianga from Monday to Thursday, ndio tunasikianga, maisha ni moru, hakuna pesa, maisha ni ngumu. Then from Friday to Sunday, maisha no maya. Bypass yote imejaa.
Yes.
Thika road imejaa, Kilimani imejaa, watu wanapiga sherehe.
Yes.
Then from Monday to Thursday, tunateseka. From Friday to Sunday, from Thursday to Friday to Sunday, tunapiga sherehe. So I think it's also about lifestyle.
Yes.
Hii pesa inatoka wapi?
Sababu kila weekend kumejaa.
Unajua pombe, na unajua muujiza wa kwanza wa Bwana wetu Yesu Kristo
was turning water.
Sema kwa Kiswahili.
Ni kubadilisha maji, ndivyo ikuwe. Pombe.
Si pombe.
Alibadilisha
ikawa divai.
Ilikuwa divai ya harusi.
Na hiyo ilikuwa, mnajua nyinyi hiyo ilikuwa pombe, haikuwa na ulevi.
It
was not like the fermented.
It was non-alcoholic.
Yes. You get again. But katika kitabu cha Proverbs 31 and verse 7, maandiko yanatuambia, let them drink and forget their poverty and remember their misery no more. So ukisema Friday na
sasa ndio unaamuka Monday unakumbuka,
manake hujabugia. Manake sasa ikifika weekend, weekend ni siku yako furahi, fanya kazi. Baada ya kazi
sasa hiyo pesa ya Friday si ungalipa nayo school fees.
Yes. Hatuna financial education. Lakini wanasema wanakunywa kusahau shida zao na umaskini wao.
Na hizo shida zitaisha
iwapo nyinyi mtafanya kazi.
Kwa nini utumie pesa usahau ati uko na school fees? Utumie hiyo pesa ulipe school fees.
Mheshimiwa, 2027 Simba.
Iko hapa.
Si ndio?